are back playing Magic the Gathering Arena. And you might already notice a bit of a difference on full screen. Why? Because watch this. Boom. Touch of a button. Not only that, but guess what? Also, look at this. Look at this. I've added this. Check it out. I never do call to actions. I never do it. So there's one. Subscribe. One call to action. Boom. A like call to action. And then watch this. When we get a good hand, something good's happening to us. Boom. We're flaming now. Check this out. I've been meaning to set this gosh darn thing up for the longest time. And that's basically all I've done. So not that exciting. However, I really didn't want to go back into standard ranked. I didn't want to just go completely off my rocker with rage and fury. Sorry, but gotta go. Brusita is here, but he has to go. That's the shame. That is a shame. But I appreciate you stopping in, my friend. I appreciate you stopping in. All right, looks like we're going to continue the rage train today. Unfortunately, so I don't like to see it because the daily is calling my name to do it. The daily is calling my name to do it. However, you never know. I could have some good, fun matchups. Flames when you slam a Maryland in draft. Exactly. That'd be the perfect time to do it. In fact, I tried to do like the whole Exodia animation, but it wasn't working. And I spent way too much time setting up those 3 buttons, to be honest with you, that I didn't want to spend any more time doing it. Today is National Smack a Mono Blue Player Day, so do your due diligence and smack your local mono blue players. Oh my, I thought for a second this was a forest. And I got so damn excited, man. I couldn't even describe the excitement that I had because I had a seam rip and I had gas in my hand. I had just absolute gas in my hand. The Terminus of Return, is this a skeleton deck? At the beginning of your upkeep, return a target creature card from your graveyard. Oh, so this is a Reanimator? A little loser type of deck? I can deal with that. I can definitely deal with that. Well. Ah, man. It's a hard... shit. What do I even do here? Okay, let's hope this survives. I think that's the move right now. This is the 2-drop. He clearly wanted to play it. He spent 2 mana on it. So I'm taking it, buffing this up. I want to make this seem more okay to target than my Optimism Scavenger. I have enough mana in my hand, so that's going in the bottom. Also to respond Darth Gorkhorn, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to make that happen for you. I got sidetracked with the gameplay. I very much apologize. All right. He clearly has instants to play, and I have nothing. I can't do a goddamn thing. Well, this is not a good place to be in, so I'm just going to get no response. That can't be right. That certainly can't be right. What is going on? I am so dubious. I am just blisteringly dubious right now. There's no way. I mean, he doesn't have a graveyard, and this is just a graveyard deck. There's no way. Am I going to get swept? I have a lot of positive emotions flowing through me. A simulacrum. He tapped out for a... I see you're playing centered again. Must be climbing ranks. No, I'm not. The reason why I'm playing centered again because my daily was a white daily. So I figured, when in Rome, do as the Romains do, I suppose. Well, let's do that. And then let's do this. Maybe sharing love right there is the right thing to do. A seam rip doesn't really change anything. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. It's like I've totally forgot how to play this game. That's how it feels. I should have put more on the one Optimus Scavenger. Damn it. That is 9. Or if I attack with this, that would be 9. For this, it would be 5. You'd go down to 6. I'll have 3. Okay. That's alright. I think this is alright. Okay. Took less damage. He's going to go down to 7. I still have 4 creatures. He has 5 lands, though. I don't feel good about this. And there's no reason to put that up. Except it could have been a flyer. So maybe I should have put that up. But he's in the board wipe territory. He is so far in that board wipe territory that I got scared. Got extremely scared of the potential board wipe. Because if the board wipe happens, I just lose those. If history is a guide, I lose those. Yep, and there it is. So good thing I didn't. So good thing I did not. But we have this. It's warded. So that's cool. And I'll see about holding this up as well. He's at 7. Double strike 3. That's not enough. That's not enough. I hate this fucking card, though. This card is so trash. Okay, maybe he doesn't have another one. Draw 2 cards. There's potential here. There is definitely potential here. Okay, even more potential. He only has 1 left. He can't pay the ward. So Feather of Flight's coming out. I mean, this is like, I need to draw. This is questionable. This is very questionable. But I need to draw a card. I need to draw as many cards as possible to get creatures to push for damage. And if I drew that, it would be a good game. It wouldn't have been a good game. It would have been a bad game. A very bad game indeed. But the fact he has 1 card. See? See that? Never draw another card. I should just concede these and go next. I need to start taking my medicine. I literally need to start taking my medicine. Medicine. Draw 2 cards, okay. Because the longer these stupid games go and I get deadly covered up, the more angry I get. And what's the point of that? Enter the graveyard this turn? I've never noticed this magnifying glass. What is that? Did that literally just mean enter the graveyard this turn? Oh no, that just says for the Hedron. What does that mean? Let's see if I can use my thinking cap and figure that out. I don't know. I got a creature. They have 2. Okay. I have a little bit of protection. However, if I get that stupid fucking card that makes that target player sacrifices a creature, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to absolutely lose it. Okay. I'm going to pay the 1 because I can. What does this do? Left hand. Cycling. What does cycling mean? What does cycling mean? You may pay the second cost to discard this. Okay, resolve. He wants to draw removal. That's what's happening. Pay the 1. Cool. And then I feel a little bit okay here. Maybe. There's potential. I don't get the opportunity to say there's potential in a game say like this very often. However, there's potential now. I could draw on a Feather of Flight into like an ethereal armor. I could do a lot of things. And as long as that card... All right, let's just see. Let's just see if he has another one. And he has another one. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? They always do. He doesn't. Target player sacrifices the creature. I'm assuming that's what's happening. Oh no, came at a bad timing. Black. Horrible timing, I told myself before I turned my PC on, I was like, okay, I'm not playing Standard today. I'm not playing Standard today. But then the daily was calling my name for Standard because it had like the white. He had a response, 100% he had a response. Always do. They always do have a response, and the response is a really fair card. Really fair card. I can't think of a more fair card in Magic the Gathering, actually, that not only is it destroys your entire board state, but also goes through your entire deck to make sure you can't draw anything else on the top of your deck. You got your 15 wins yet? This is my first game. It's my first game. Biggie. Biggie's back. Thank you for being back, by the way. Could just be activated in the Maze Mind Tome. True. But there was not a doubt in my mind. Wasn't a doubt. Didn't question it for a second. He didn't have it. He has seen so many of his cards. He has seen so many of his cards. And honestly, he's seen more of my cards than I've seen of my cards at this point because of this freaking dog shit card. Literally dog shit card. This card solos my deck. It really does. It certainly does. This is not the worst board wipe. I'm sure it's not, but it feels the worst right now. It feels the worst right now. That's almost like saying if you get punched in the face, you know, that wasn't the worst punch. Mike Tyson could have punched you. You know what I'm saying? Still, it hurts. And I hate this guy. But at least he's playing quicker than he was before. And it seems like his deck is just deadly cover-up deck. So he's already seen many of them. Okay. I don't really want to do this for... I don't want to do this. I do not want to do that for 10 more turns. It is not enjoyable gameplay. I did not. Stop pairing me with these absolute human scum. Sunfall exists. Sunfall sounds terrible. I don't even want to look it up. Sunfall sounds like the type of card that makes you question the sanity of the people that work at Wizards of the Coast. Deadly Cover-Up in my mind does as well. But Sunfall sounds worse. I mean, when there's no sun, there's no vitamin D. And without vitamin D, you just get depressed. The problem is your white equipment deck was on top for the beginning of the season with an over 50% win rate. Well, Shard Mage's Rescue makes me feel a little bit better about the situation. It is a bit slow. So if I'm playing against the mirror again, which I most undoubtedly will be, then I just lose these. And if I play against a Badger Mole Cub, I probably lose those as well. But I'm keeping it anyways. Because if I mulligan, I'm sure to see only one land. You know what I'm saying? How much resources do you have? Resources meaning like wild cards? I'm not sure. I think I have a bunch of mythics and everything else, but I don't have very many. I think I might have 2 rares at this point. I think I have 2 rares. Don't quote me on that, though. Don't quote me on that. I'm hoping the reason why I played Spellic Vendor here instead of Optimistic Scavenger is, well, now I'm living to regret it. The thought was that they didn't see it to be that harmful of a card and they would just let bygones be bygones. But clearly they did not. Clearly did not feel that way. I think I'm just going to make Optimistic Scavenger even more scary than it already is with an Ethereal Armor. Then leave up my Shard Mage. So I'm hoping that they pull a lot of resources into my board and not their board. That's what I'm hoping happens. Because now they have 2 Flame Braiders. They're just way ahead of me at this point. So a Feather of Flight would be very nice here. They only have 1. They have 2 mana. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like playing Shard Mage now would be kind of a move, but that would be kind of silly of me. How do I want to do this? Add 4 mana. It's just so crazy. But they already have 4 mana. So it's like... It's just... Oh, man. And if I do this... I guess no mana was spent to cast it. So I could Shelter by Ghost. Give myself more protection. Leave... I can do 1, 2, leave. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to play one. They have a response. Okay, I'm fine with that. So they're probably going to respond to this. And because they probably don't want me to attack with this, I'm going to put the Sheltered by Ghosts on this one and see what happens. But I do have to, I think I have to make this play. I don't think I can sit on it and wait for a better time. Torch the tower deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Okay, that was a mistake. I should have just put it on the first Optimistic Scavenger. However, at least I can do this, and I'm just hoping for not a board wipe. I'm just hoping for no board wipe here. That would be fantastic. And I guess I'll just keep buffing. This is going to be a 2. This will make it, I think, over the 3/3 limit. So I'm going to do that. Okay, it's not, but that's okay. That's okay to me. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the big one. Do I... It's already over that limit. So do I just keep buffing this up? I mean, they're going to surely block. At least one of these is going to be blocked, I think. Or do I just keep... I think I keep spreading the love. I think I keep spreading the love. Do 1/1. 5/4 is a healthy number. And then I'm going to attack with the 1. Oh, they really want all their fucking mana. They're a greedy-ass mother trucker. Just missing rares. Yeah. I'm missing a lot of rares. A ton of rares, in fact. Because I usually have 1 mythic and 100 common and uncommon. Yeep, always low on rares. Yeah, it seems like that for me as well. Oh, I finally got the old Lauren basic lands yesterday for 25k coins. I love the old Lauren lands. Worked pretty hard for them farming coins. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. That's a problem with playing the #1 deck at the start of the season. Now all you're going to get for the next 30 days is decks that counter the deck you're using. Put it on the life link so you get more life back. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably should have. They're tapped out, though. They're tapped out. Wait a second. I'm going to actually play this before combat. Give myself a flyer. And then do this on this one. And then make this flying. And then make this huge. And then attack with both. And then see what happens. Double, triple blocking, okay. Roaming Throne is still in play. So their next turn could very much be explosive AF. Could be extremely explosive. If I get board wiped here, I'm just going to concede. No coming back from that. The bounce elemental is coming. Thunderflock. It did not come. Wait, is that a flasher? It's not a flasher, is it? I don't think it's a flasher. It must be a flasher, isn't it? Oh shit, it's a flasher. Okay, that I did not expect that one. 5 is still going through. 3 is going through. My things have remained. Do I play this? Hope for a feather flight? The Thunderflock bounces to my hand. I think I'm more scared. I'm not even that scared of the Thunderflock at this point because they're at 4. I don't know. I have no idea. I've only played against this deck 3 times. Drawing 3 cards is crazy. 3 mana left, I think. Yep, 1, 2, 3. This isn't a mana card. They have a flashback for 5. They can't pay it this turn. They have 2 cards in hand. I have 3 in the air, potentially more depending on what I draw, but I'm probably gonna draw planes. That's the way it always happens. Literally. How do they pay that? How the hell do they pay that? What the fuck am I missing? What the fuck does harmonize mean? You may tap a creature you control to reduce that cost by X. Wow, interesting. Ooh, they did not draw it. They drew like me. Thank God that could happen to somebody else. Oh my gosh. I have 14 mythic wild cards and only 1 spare rare. The problem with mythic is that they're usually super expensive mana-wise. They're never worth paying. Competitive decks were rarely use mythics. No, it's not. He is hell-bent. Was harmonized Enchant weenies. Yeah, enchant weenies. And quite frankly with you, I'm sick of these gosh dang weenies. I want to go across the street to the bar, but I'm stuck at Weenie Hut General because I don't have any rare wild cards. God dang it. Harmonized is not flashback. Yeah, first I thought it had flashback because in jump in, that's where the text usually goes. Text usually goes for the flashback. And I'm obviously not familiar with Harmonized because that was the first time I read it, strangely enough. Okay, this game is fucking me over today. I feel like I have to keep this. I really don't want to keep this. But I'm going to have to keep it. I'm going to put a planes back. Ah, that sucks. But we can win these. End turn. I don't like the ominous vibe of this playing. Ooh. Thank goodness I didn't put the seam rip away. I want to do this, but what if... I have it sheltered by ghosts. It's not that big of a deal. Give me that. Give me that. I feel like seam ripping the Llanowar Elves always does well for me. And it did this time. Crazy. That's unbelievable. I'm gonna guess. Oh my gosh. What do they? Okay. I was like, there's no way there's a red or green counter spell that I'm not aware of. I'm not gonna pay. Decline that. Hold up the Shard Mage, my precious creature, but I do have another one in hand. Come on and try. Keep 2 mana untapped anytime. Wait for the Cub. I have Sheltered by a Ghost for the Cub. That's why I was okay seam ripping the Llanowar Elves. Search the library for the 2 basic forests. My gosh. So if you're relatively new, it's good to just keep playing, jumping in until you have 4 of every card. All the extra cards you obtain from jump in that you already have, 4 copies goes towards your vault. And when your vault is full, you receive 1 mythic, 2 rare, and 3 uncommon wild. So what is this vault that I keep hearing about? What is that? Okay, they're tap. This is crazy. And I want to do this thing. I don't want to play my second creature, actually. I want to pay just 2 mana, leave the 3rd mana open. A Seam Rip would be nice for a potential Badgermal Cub, so I don't have to do Sheltered by Ghost for it. So let's do that. Let's keep that. And I'll just win this game with Spellbook Bender, huh? It's the best bang for your buck early on. Edward, I wanted to do it. I wanted to play Jump In, but the daily was calling my name for Standard. Plus, playing competitive, like, Jump In is competitive, obviously, like you're competing, but there's just something more sweaty about Standard that I originally loved Standard. I originally loved it. The Standard ranked, couldn't get enough of it. But then I just kept running into Dimir 24/7, and that's why I've had such a bad taste in my mouth for it. When Roxanne enters her attacks, create a tapped colorless artifact token named Meteorite with... My brain just cut out there. That's too many words. Any target? Me? You're doing it to me? That's a pretty cool thing, though. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. I like this guy. Puma is a nice, gentle man. Kind of want to freaking... Oh, he's tapped out. So what do I have to fear? Besides nothing and nobody. Because I still have enough mana for my Shard Mage. And certainly he's not going to play that bum-ass card that says target opponent sacrifices a creature. Scrying, another creature. I have a Seam Rip. I could do this as well. I mean, it's not the best card, but it's not the worst. And if this does get got, it would be nice to play a cheap creature next turn. It would be nice, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Could I have won that game? I don't think I could have won that turn. I don't think so. When you hover over your wild cards in the main menu, will show your vault progress before your mythic wild cards. I see. Or, wait a second. I missed some more. Give me 1 second. My turn. I don't want to make this guy think that I'm bad-mannering him. I do not want that at all. Decline. All attacks, and this is just it? Certainly not. I did not have any hope for this game when I saw my hand. Please, please, whatever you're about to play, target me. Just target me. You may put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Wow. Creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. Wow. I've never seen this card before, I don't think. I don't think I've seen this card before. It deals 4 damage to any target. He's targeting me. Okay. When this creature or another creature control power 4 or greater enters, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Okay. Okay. This is scarier. Next. He's double blocking. But how does this work with first strike? I think I survive, right? I think? Because my first strike deals with both. I don't know. This is the first time I've ran into this before. Okay, that should just die, right? Or they double block again? Shit, I think I did that wrong. I think I did that so wrong. Nine, 10. It's 11. Shit. Oh, I did that so wrong. Yeah. Fuck. That was confusing. That's the first time I've ever ran into a first striker. And then they don't even die. Wow, this is weird. This is weird. Because they're indestructible. I kind of forgot that, to be honest with you. I kind of forgot the indestructible part. So it literally didn't matter. It didn't matter which one I assigned combat damage to. Fascinating. Fascinating. When you drop a card you already own 4 of, when you get duplicates, 100%, or charges. Whenever you get a duplicate of a card you already have 4 of, instead of it just disappearing into the ether, it gets converted into vault progress. And once your vault is at 100%, you get rewards. Is it vault? Is the vault progress like stat determined? Like, is it a Lorwyn vault? Or is it just vault altogether? Or chain or charges and then you get a few rare and mythic. Historic is the fun place. When you hover over the wild cards in your... Historic is a fun place? Historic, what? I don't even know what that means. When you hover over the wild cards in the main menu, it will show you your vault progress. This vault progress is 39.6. So once I reach 100%, I'll get free stuff. Though probably Pioneer also, but I don't play enough of it to be knowledgeable about the meta. Pioneer is just like old standard, right? Isn't that what Pioneer is? Absolutely not playing. Historic ranked is where the opponent wins on turn 2 because they had infinite draw and untap their lands to get more cards, and it's awful. From here you lose. Why not climb ranks? It gives you more packs. I climbed ranks last season, and I'm not opposed to climbing ranks at all. However, I've just been in a very bad mood playing standard the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Like, according to the interwebs, Dimir is only 8% of the meta, yet I run into it over 90% of the time. So I'm just not having fun. So that's the main reason. That is the biggest reason that I'm not doing it. Or at least I don't want to do it. I'm clearly playing right now. But I don't want to be. I want to be playing Jump In. Yeah, but Indestructible. Indestructible is fun. It would be fun if I was Indestructible. See what I'm talking about? I'm playing against fucking Black again. Every game I played against Black, except for that one green game, I guess. Elementals I played. But it's just way too fucking much Black. Hardest counter on the planet to my deck. I want to build another deck. This standard ranked is not fun for me. You have worked the way you thought it did. No, that would have worked the way you thought it did. It would have killed the dinosaur first, and then you would have only taken 5 damage. However, okay, so if they didn't have Indestructible, I wouldn't have died there is what you're saying? Yeah. Because the dinosaur would have died. So only the 5 was attacking me. Okay. I got it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a little bit of sense. Okay, there's no way that I'm going to let this absolute scrub of a human being play Optimus Scavenger. That's my card. You cannot have it. However, they do play Seam Rip in this deck that I've seen many a times. However, I'll just be happy that my Wonder Weave is going to survive another round of turns and slowing them down a little bit with Optimus Scavenger. It's just rarity card determined. I see. No, it's just fault. I will get to Mythic if I want to prove myself, but if I'm busy, I'll usually just stop at Platinum. The grind isn't worth the reward. That's what I noticed too. I looked at the reward like tier thing, and it really does like, it seemed like you get the most bang for your buck at Platinum. I noticed that as well. Pass. All right, they're not getting the Optimus Scavenger back. That's a good sign. That's a great sign. Not paying the ward cost for a Seam Rip of sorts or something like that. Let's try to draw a card here. Give myself double flying so I can reach outer space now. Give me that card. Oh, man, that's actually pretty... That's not bad for a dad, that's for sure. All attacks. Next. He's going to 9. I'll play this. I don't... Does this deck run Deadly Cover-Up? I don't think so. I'm like 2 turns away from worrying about that, so I have to win in the next 2 turns. So if they tap out, if I get the vibe, I don't have to be scared about a targeted removal of my Wonder Weave, then I'm going to play Shard Mage on the end of his turn and maximize the damage. Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Ah, he's doing the Ethereal Armor, you piece of shite. Leaves the field. Enchant creature you control. Man, I wish that was enchant creature and these counts as my creature. Whatever. Take it. That's fine. That's fine by me, I suppose. Now this is not as worthwhile playing. Doesn't feel like that anyways. But maybe I should. It'll be a 4/5 in the air. Put him down to 4. No, I don't think it's worth it. Maybe it is. I don't know. I have an idea. Wait a second. If this gets destroyed, the Sheltered by Ghost is gone. Do I get that back? I don't think I do because it was attached to my creature. I don't think I do. So I'm not going to try. I'm not even going to try. My turn. Up Plains. Of course. Fucking Plains. Always a fucking Plains. Okay. If I do this, I could kill this. But I think I just need to keep attacking. But, like, skeletons can get really big really fast. I'm not sure. I guess I just have to play aggro, but I don't want to get rid of... I'll just do one attacker. Damn. God damn it. You can win to turn 1 on the play in Historic. That doesn't sound very fun. That sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Nelson, that sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's the game I came from and I left because the game sucks. It's not even a game. There's no back and forth there. Pioneer is less powerful than Modern, but it does go back till 2012. It's pretty cool. No pump spells. Okay, that's like the best case scenario for me. But it does go back to 12. A most helpful Weaver, fine. I'm gonna need to draw something pretty damn good here. Feather of Flight would do me just fine. Into Sheltered by Ghosts would also do me just fine. A Seam Rip would do me just fine. A lot of things could do me just fine. A Plains does not. A Plains does not do me just fine. In fact, it does the opposite of that. The exact opposite of that it does me. Yep, that sucks. Can't make this fucking shit up. It's more powerful than Standard, less powerful than Historic, I see. It's the place where you can still have fun and see a lot of decks, but usually not be 3-turned. Also, make sure you end your turn quickly so they don't know you have an instant. If I already have my 15 daily wins, I just want to play for fun after, and they start playing a blue-black control deck, I just concede. I'd rather not sit there for 20 minutes having everything controlled. Yeah, honestly, I've been debating this for 2 weeks. Even before the 15 daily thing, I've been debating this for weeks. That regardless of, like, it could be my first game. If I run into blue-black, I feel like I just want to concede. But again, it's just not in my nature, so it's like, it's probably not going to happen, but it's a nice thought, eh? It's a very nice thought. Oh, Sheltered by Ghosts. Very cool. And you're taking my Feather of Flight. Oh, brother. All right. I think to not be super negative about the situation, just run Rest in Peace. The thing about it is, that's like, Rest in Peace helps me with the Reanimator package, like that Reanimator deck. However, that's like not even my most hated version. That's like not the most hated version of the black stuff. It's the Dimir, where they do control, where they just fucking do Reckoning Hex after Reckoning Hex, and then that stupid Outlaw card, and then just like everything else that targets all of my cards. That's the deck I hate, and that's the deck I run into the most out of everything. Run into the most. However, now that we've done the stupid daily that I have to play white, we're going back to jump in. Because I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. Side quest, raise a chocobo. Don't mind if I could do. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black green bird creature token. Whenever a land you control enters this. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. See that? I'm going to jump in, and already the tides of positivity has started to grow. Just stop the mirror in its tracks. I mean, I play best of 3, so it's in my side deck. Yeah, Rest in Peace is in my side deck. Not because of my own intelligence, but because Butterhugger gave me his sideboard for his mono white enchantment deck, and he had it in there. And I do agree with you. It's a good card. Want to get some community games in if you're getting annoyed? Imagine you play against black this game. I would lose it. But a little bunny rabbit? A little bunny rabbit ain't so bad. Not so bad for a dad. And to answer Biggie, I'm gonna wait until the end of the stream to see if anybody wants to play. I think that works better for me. Because once I start playing the community this early in the stream, that usually means I don't know. I like structure. Basically what I'm saying, I like structure. Let's do it at the end if you're around. I know very presumptuous of me to say, like, hey, if you're around, I understand that. But if you are around, I would love to play you. Add one, some little mana rock. Give the food, creatures control, get +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay, let's do this little changeling guy, I think. Let's do that. A little bit of color fixing. No attacks. We're going to wait to make this thing huge. Huge. Instant and sorcery spells you cost 1 less to cast. And honestly, the black decks in this format aren't even that bad. There was one time that I got hand ripped multiple times in jump in, and that felt bad. Obviously. But other than that, it's not bad. Not bad. Let's just keep doing red because that's the majority of the cards I have. During your turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from your graveyard by paying their 1. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Paying 1 life in addition to their other costs. If a card or token will be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exiled instead. Interesting. So I have to play that way late to get value off of it. Huh, that's interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to all attack. And see what he does. Nothing? Okay, I won't play it now. I'll play this next turn. Hold on to this for a little while longer. Then play this to have like that. Has flashback, basically. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. I'm always down to play. I even just finished making dinos in standard. What's dinos I had? Interaction? None of. I just swing and hope for the best. That sounds fun. It sounds like a very fun way to play the game. Blacksmith's Talent. When this class enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sword with equipped creature gets +1/+1 and equip 2. That's a pretty cool card. I definitely think you should only be able to win with your jumping deck like 15 times before you have to buy a new one, or else people find the best 20-pack combos and they usually put. Okay, I see it. I can see why. Yeah. I usually just, except for the Manifest Dread deck I was playing, I played that a good many times because I really enjoyed that deck. I probably averaged like 4 games with each deck just to shake things up. A 3/4 in the air. It's pretty good. Pass. Hopefully I can do something about that. This spell costs 1 less to cast. Reach instant and sorcery in your graveyard. This creature enters tapped if it's not your turn. When this creature enters, tap up to 2 target creatures. Interesting. Very interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. Okay. Okay, let's do this first. Actually, no. Build good habits. Let's build good habits. And I think, I mean, he's probably just going to be continuing to attack with this card. I have, Oh, that's a pretty annoying situation to be in. I don't see a real good way out of this game. But I honestly don't remember this deck. I do remember that it was Otters and Elementals, of course. But the main strat was super chaotic. I don't really want to attack with either. But then if he only attacks with the flyer... Okay, I'll just end turn by playing this. And then I'll hope that he attacks with something other than the flyer so I can do some sort of fun things. I don't even know. I'm down to play, by the way, to answer the Dino deck that you made. I would love to play against that standard Dino deck. That's for sure. That sounds fun. Pass. However, I want to say that this is probably maybe the worst jumping deck that I've played against so far. Pass. Alright, I'm just swinging because I want to swing this next turn. My turn. Surveil. Another one. Let's surveil 2. I have 3, 5. This takes 4. I can't do that. So, okay. Put that on the bottom. I'm in the graveyard, I should say. This is much better. When this creature enters, draw a card, then discard a card. Let's do that. Right off the rip. Island. Discard a card. Interesting. Probably the island. Then we attack. All attacks. See what their blockers are. If any. They're blocking, hopefully. Perfect. I'll give them some food. And I'll give this one the targeting stuff. Prowess is a 4/2 with first strike, so I'm not going to die. But they have something to play, it seems like. Okay, that sucks. But they're taking some damage, so now it's... the game state's a little bit better. I have something in my graveyard now. I'm not going to be able to play it the next turn. What's your Discord here? Let's play some. Ooh, sick. I can't block flying either, though. Tiny arms can't reach anything. You can just headbutt them. You can just try to headbutt them with your big ass dino head, Spinosaurus head, T-Rex head. They're back at 12. I'm gonna take 4. They actually might attack with more than one creature this turn. Maybe. We'll see. This now has double strike. Well, it's not trample double strike. That would be crazy. I'm not going to take 8 damage. That would be ludicrous. Here, Penguin is back on... Wait a second. Wait a second, I'm missing something. Sorry, guys. I got distracted by Twitch for a second. I'm surveilling. Ooh, this creature can't be blocked. Kind of like that. Do I have enough to play both things? No, I don't. That's a crying shame. Let's do this. Let's do that first. Now I can do that next turn. I have some blockers. I'm gonna chump block probably. And then I'll just attack with the Mind Whisker. Mind Whisker. Mind Whisker. The double strike, permanent double strike is crazy. I'm messaging on both. Here, Penguin's back. And Big E is still here. He has dual personalities. The Penguin is exactly who you think the Penguin would be. He wears a monocle when he's the Penguin. Edward just is a chill guy. He's just a chill guy. It's not that completed 2 accounts typing on. I can't block finally. What's your Discord? Let's play. Edward wants to play you. If you didn't see, okay, the 6 I'm gonna have to take, but the 2 I can block. Cool. They're still at 12. I'm at 6 now. I can surveil again. Got a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. If this spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1/+1 counter on that card. It doesn't really help me. I mean, it's a sorcery. But I have this in play. So I'm going to put that in the graveyard. And it goes into exile. A land is even worse. Alright, that shows me to freaking take my medicine. Okay. This is 6, and that's all my mana. Let's... No attacks. End turn. This is kind of futile to continue playing. But this is going to help with a bit of interaction. I like this card. I saw someone play this against me in standard ranked. I thought he was very cool for doing so. He's at 24 cards. I always forget that these are smaller cards. Resolve. And then before combat is when I want to tap these things down. Resolve. Summy's sick, that's fine. I think it asked me before he goes into it. I think it does. Now he's at 17. No hope for survival here. But I want to play this card in an intelligent way. That'll make me feel a little bit better about the situation. 2 combat. There we go. It does tell me before combat. And then I'll tap the flyer and then the double striker. However, they still have plenty of damage on board. And he can move the equipment. It don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. The double striker is crazy. What would be the most intelligent thing to block? Well, probably the double striker. That will take the least. I'll take the most damage away from me. Oh, sure. Give me a second. What format? Because Brawl is my main. Other formats I'm not confident in. I hate Omniscience. No mana cost to cast cards. Suck. Speaking of Omniscience, Lee, Harrelson played Omniscience against me yesterday. He was a mad lad, man. He kicked my butt. All right. I do not like this otter deck. I did win with it yesterday? The day before yesterday? And it was fun when it was like popping off. But that was a rare. That was a rarity. Resign. Let's play another 1,000. Growth. I've done this before. I think that's what that check mark means. When this creature enters, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Discard. Flying haste, that seems fun. That seems the most fun, but probably the worst. Let's do this one. Why not? Let's do that one. Mice or cat? Nope, not doing cats. I don't want to do cats. Let's do mice. It does have white in it. That was like the only thing that I didn't want to do, but discard mice, that seems different and fun. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. All right. I gotta get my energy up. Twitch gave me like an error message, and I've been like subconsciously thinking about it ever since. Let me figure this out. Okay. It's just auto mod. Apparently, this is the first time auto mod has done something. Auto mod was blocking a stream bot. Okay, now I can focus on the game, get my energy up. Free mulligan. Do I want a free mulligan? This is probably going to be a pretty cheap deck, don't you think? But these are already kind of up there. I feel like maybe keeping this. Yeah. Free mulligan. Why not? It's free, right? 2 manas again. But this fixes the mana. No turn, 1 play. I could do this, but I don't pay for the offspring. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Ah, shit, it's white. God dang it. Gosh dang it. I'm freaking up. Another mountain that doesn't feel good, but at least I have this. Kind of fixes my mana a little bit. I could play this next turn if I wanted to for 1. I don't think I do, though. Maybe I do. Let's play this instead. Vigilance with haste seems pretty cracked. During your turn, this creature has first strike? Oh, hell no. When this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, the first time each turn, put a +1/+. I'll do that. I'll see if he wants to trade. If not, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. If he doesn't want to trade, I understand. Understandably so. First strike on his turn seems pretty cracked. Max speed, exile this card from your graveyard, draw a card. I'm surprised, actually, now that I read that he didn't want to make that trade. Because I'm pretty sure speed is if they do damage to me. Yeah, lose life. But this would die. So maybe I'll let him go up in speed. Yeah, that's fine. I like to see the animation. I like the animation. It releases a little bit of dopamine, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of dopamine is exactly what the doctor ordered. What the hell is this? I've never seen that card a day in my life. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Still have 3 mana though. But if I do this, I can pay for this. Can I do that? Offspring? Pretty sure I can. Auto pay? Okay. I did it correctly. Perfect. He's tapped out. I guess I'll do 5 more damage. Now I have a little chump blocker. When this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, the first time each turn, get +1/+0. Beautiful. Got 3 little mouses. 3 little mice on the board. Impending 4. You're going to be long dead before this impending 4 turns into a 0. Now, I would talk to big game. I really did. I really thought a big game I was going to chump block with this little guy, but I don't want to. It's not vigilant. I'm going to do some major damage on my coming turn, especially with this bad boy right there. When this class enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sword with equipped creature gets plus. Ooh. Number of spells cast is turn 0. Storm. I've heard many things about Storm. All right, let's play this. I think that's good. Now, do I play this card? When this creature becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Or do I do this? Or do I even do this? Let's do this. Level 2 it up. Turn on the same turn. Never done that before. Let's put it on my Vigilant mouse. It makes it even bigger. I like this deck way more than the other deck. Way more. All attacks because this is a huge vigilant mouse. Absolutely massive. My Discord is Simic Mai. You should see a description about me in my About Me. Man, for some reason that sentence hurt my brain. That hurt my brain big time. All right, certainly they're going to attack, right? Oh, they're not. What does it say? During your turn, equipped creatures you control have double strike and haste. I don't need it. When this creature enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Interesting. I'm just going to attack. And then... Whip. God dang. I could do this. Alright, I'm going to put it on this one because it buffs the rest of them up. So this is still a 5. That was the right decision. Clearly. Clearly the right decision. And even if he blocks all of them, he now loses because all of them are above 2. So I played combat this game, I think, correctly. Overall. Mice were a fun tribal during Bloomburrow, was my main at that time. The more I hear about Bloomburrow, and the more I research Magic the Gathering in my off time, the more I like Bloomburrow, which is I never, if that set came out in Yu-Gi-Oh, I would be like, oh, I don't care. There's sets like that in Yu-Gi-Oh, then I'm just I don't like this at all. I'm not going to play these cards. Don't have any interest in playing these cards. However, Miss Bumbleflower is not a playstyle I'd ever play in Yu-Gi-Oh, but in Magic the Gathering Commander, I really desperately want to play it. It sounds so much fun. Sorry about Simic. LOL, a description about Simic. I'll just copy and paste the description here. I love Simic value, ramp, card draw, counter spells, blinking, bouncing, and Kodama triggers. Good game. Slay the Space Marine. Welcome back, Slay the Space Marine, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. And that was a lovely description. My description is simply, I love card games. That's all it is. Let's do I have a turn 1 play? I do. So let's do the turn 1 play, I suppose. I'll do the turn 1 play. Because why would you not do that? I don't have a turn 2 play unless I draw a land. Ooh, I drew this card. I like that card. Let's do Evolving Wilds. And then... do I play this now, then next turn play this? Is that better than waiting? I think that's better than waiting. I think it's better than waiting. But I could go either way on that. Boom. 2-1 damage to your face. This was an older description, by the way. I don't counter much anymore. Thank the Lord for that, Mai. You've grown up. You've grown out of the counters. I'm only here for a little bit, going to sleep soon. It's almost 2 a.m. over here. But thank you for stopping in as long as you did. I really appreciate it. And actually, if you go to bed right now, let me tell you, I hope that you have a wonderful night's sleep. All right, do I want... oh, I have a plains on the board. So I'm going to put mountains on the... oh, that's great. I was kind of worried that even though that's what I wanted to happen, it wasn't going to happen. So I'm glad I drew that land this turn because I do feel like tempo and jump in is the most important thing. I just have more gas in my decks. Yes, I have. There we go. All gas, no counters. Counters equals the brakes. Them's the brakes. It's 2:46 a.m. here. I think I can officially declare you my sleep paralysis demon. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's actually a dope-ass nickname, to be honest with you. If that sticks, I ain't mad at that. If that sticks, I would not be mad at that in the slightest. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. I could attack with that then with no fear. Haste. Whenever you cast your second spell this turn, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. I could do... oh, I can't do both things. So let's do... you may cast a spell as though it had flash. If you build a dragon as an additional cost casted, Molten excels 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Isn't this a dragon? Yeah, it is. So I could do that. Interesting. And I could do that. Interesting. I think I'm gonna just do this. Oh, I could have attacked with both things. I messed that up. For some reason, I'm a little bit dyslexic, just a little bit, and I read that as a 3-2. I read that as a 3-2, gosh darn it. But at least I'm doing 4 damage. I'm okay with that, actually. Now, do I hold this up? Nah. If I wanted to do that, I would have attacked with it. How about making a good brawl deck? I could do that this stream, couldn't I? Because you did send me some good links, Hailson. You sent me some good links. Okay, he's not drawing any more cards. Let's see what happens here. The flying is kind of a problem, though. I think this is worth it. I think this is worth it. To use my mana efficiently and attack with as many things as possible. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Up to one other target creature gets +1/+1. Oof. That's interesting. Alright, we'll just see what happens. If he blocks, he blocks. He's gonna block. It looks like. He may want that to stay on the board though. This is 5, 6, 7. It's not lethal. He's blocking that. I can survive, so I will play it. Boom. Target creature get +1/+1. Let's give this one +1/+1. Boom. More damage to them. That's fine. He's creatureless. He has 4 mana. What could possibly go wrong? Eh? I'm at 21. Not gonna be scared of anything right now. Actually, this is the perfect time. Next turn is the perfect time for the button I made. The lovely button. I'm at 6. Oh, I can't play this yet, but I can make. Oh, I can't do anything. Let's do that, I suppose. Too bad it wasn't like multiple times a turn. Just seems fun to do it. I don't know why. It just seems fun. No board wipes, please. In this game, ooh. I like this card too. And if he blocks this will be 2 damage. What does this say? When this creature enters, create a 1/1 goblin creature token. Target creature you control with power 2 or less can be blocked this turn. Oh, that's some synergies, eh? But it is a tap ability, so I can't play it this turn. That's unfortunate. However, I can make it so I don't die when I do attack. Let's do that. Let's do it on this card. And then we shall attack with the 3/3. -3, draw cards. That's pretty. I'm gonna just shite. What do I do here? Draw 3 cards. Discard 2 cards. That's some value, isn't it? I'm gonna threaten game. And then because that seems pretty good and I can replace it, I'm gonna do that. I feel like that's some fair trades either way. Okay.
Let's recalibrate.
Why didn't that do any damage? This permanent has taken 2 damage. I'm confused. I'm absolutely confused. What am I missing? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Rao. Create a 1/1 blue and red author creature. Draw. What just happened?
I hope you got bottom, Mike.
Is there something exiled that I missed? It was just it was just an otter. I don't know. I have no idea. I think you might enjoy mono red goblin token spam. You can do direct damage with impact tremor and gain life with this new artifact and lore when for each goblin destroying mono red life. That does sound fun. When this champion exiles a card from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, you may cast it without paying. Oh my god. I don't have to read that anymore. This sounds like a great time. This is the exact type of play style I love. Oh, that wasn't that good, but it's cool nonetheless. That was sick. All attacks. All attacking to him. 5 attacks. And we're flaming. Check it out. The flame graphic. The fruits of my labors. Of my today's labors. Alright, mice are cool. Mice are cool. Goblins do seem cool. The Space Marine. I know Kranko the mob boss is super popular in Commander, and I was tempted to build it. There's a few good alchemy cards in Lorwyn. OMG, the Boggle thumbnail is back. Yes, sir, the Boggle thumbnail is back. Stream upgrade, hell yeah. And check this out, because I never do call to action because I feel super cringy doing it. I program some call to actions on animated graphics. Check that out. And this took me way too long today. Also, a thumbs up. There we go. And check this out. Check this out. The flame again. We're flaming on, baby. And then I have another one, but it'll be a surprise. If it's topical, in this stream is topical. It's very linear gameplay. Let's go, Butterhugger. Welcome back, by the way. He is, but it's very linear gameplay. That's true. That's true. And I want to stray away from linear gameplay. I do want to stray away from it. That's actually why I like, probably one of the reasons why I like Jump In so much is because 2 different strats every single time. 2 different strats. So you never know what you're going to get. Keeps me entertained. This is a good hand. Cool Flame, thank you so much. Kranko plus House Squad Heavy is brutal. I've never heard of House Squad Heavy, but it sounds heavy, that's for sure. What a great way to end Popper Monday. Popper Monday? How'd it go in Popper Monday? Did you beat the judge? Was the judge there? Actually, I haven't seen Ian in so long. I haven't seen Ian. Did you beat the judge? All right, I have 2 turn 2 plays. And I think one of them looks better than the other, so I'm going to do this one. There we go. Attacking it. Attacking for 3 seems way better than holding it up. And this, actually, the flame is very topical with this deck. I'm playing red. I love playing red. I think red is my favorite color. Believe it or not. We have another one. What does this do? Discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Now, does that mean I can do... I think I've seen this before. Where if I do flush out, I can still cast the dragon later. I don't want to be wrong. I really don't want to be wrong. So I'm not going to... Oh, man. Can someone tell me that actually it's a source? If I play the sorcery, can I later play the dragon? I think I've seen people do it. Number of creatures you control. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. I'm playing it. That's pretty cool. Fear of missing out. FOMO. They literally created a card called FOMO. That's kind of nutty. No attacks. I don't want my creatures to die. Raimi's back too. Raimi. Whoa, it's Raimi. OMG, it was great. My deck... Oh, hell yeah. It popped off. Went 3-0 with Kodas Shron. Alas, me and Ian did not match, but I got a better result than him, so I double win in my art. That's a triple win to me. Oh, Heat File Hero. I'm so glad Popper Monday went well. Was Raimi there at Popper Monday as well? If so, Raimi, how did it go for you? All right, let's go. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, let's do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'm playing multiple things this turn. Ah, shite. I only have one of those. All right, but I'm doing this. Targeting it. Doing that. Still no attacks because I don't want to die. No attacks. That's a shame. But the counter stays on. The counter stays on. Heatfire Hero. He's a hero in my book. That's for sure. I went 1 and 2 on Mono Black Devotion, which was about the expected. Seeing someone learn in real time they made FOMO a card in MTG is kind of satisfying in its own way. Hey, I'm glad that it is, but that's actually kind of crazy. There was another card that was like in the similar vein to this. The card, I don't remember what it does, but it was called Sleight of Hand. And I feel like sleight of hand as a name of a card is just beautiful. It's like chef's kiss. It's wonderful. Okay, well, I guess now is the time to find this out. I want to find this out. One way or the other. I want to discard the leopard. I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Ooh, a mountain. I'm really okay with it now. Okay, I can't play it, I guess. I suppose I can't play it, but that's honestly pretty expected. I'll be doing 1 damage with my devoted duelist. That's also a very cool name for a card. I will tap my Heat Fire Hero. Keep making it stronger. Keep making it stronger. They manifested something which doesn't feel good when you're doing it against me. Against me. I'm not going to attack because when trades are available, it's better to be the one making the decision for the trade. Yes, Raimi only plays the best decks. I see. Watsy also made FOMO in real life. It's called Secret Layers. That's funny. That's funny. You know, I've subscribed to Secret Layers a couple times, but for some reason I never get the he's a piece of crap for that. Not gonna lie. But I never get the emails, so I missed out on the SpongeBob's. I missed out on SpongeBob. That's a shame. It's a crying shame. The real question is Cheaty Face on Arena Win. Cheaty Face on Arena Win? I'm not sure what that means, but I'm assuming it's a cool card, and I probably should look it up. I need you to stop chatting, Raimi. Yeah, bring in Cheaty Face. Okay. I gotta look it up. Gotta look it up. 2 people mentioned the Cheaty Face. I gotta look it up. When this creature enters Manifest Dread, I don't want to make that trade, I don't think. Cheaty Face. Cheaty Face? When you sneak Cheaty Face into play at any time without paying for it, but if an opponent catches you right away, that player may remove Cheaty Face from the game. That's a sick ass. I would love. Oh my god, that's a great card. That reminds me of the game called Bullshit. Bullshit is a staple in my family. I love it. I'm almost undefeated at that game. That's a pretty good card. I could play it this turn. Or I could do this. Or I could do that. I think I'm going to do this. More blockers seems pretty good. Seems pretty darn good. He has this to block with. I have this. But I can't attack with it. When you cast your second spell this turn, this creature deals 1 damage. I can't do that. But I could do this. Nope, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Maybe I will. No, I don't think I will. No attacks. Enter. Cheaty Face do be cheating. It is a very cool card as well. I agree with you, Raimi. It's not a real legal card, LOLs, but it's fun. Can you imagine? Could you imagine if Cheaty Face was a real card in a tournament? I could imagine it, but then like I really couldn't imagine the scenario where someone actually does it. Actually, I've seen some pretty crazy board states. So you could actually kind of palm it. Speaking of sleight of hand, you could palm that shit in there. That would be hella fun to play that card. Oh my gosh. That's turning a card game into real life, like a real life battle of wits. Instead of following these arbitrary rules, you're making your own rules and you're literally fighting with cardboard. Cheaty Face. Unbelievable card. Wonderful card. You have made me a fan of that card for sure. When this creature attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, then tap the target creature. Don't care. Resolve. Naked block with the Unsettling Twins. Honestly, they're not that unsettling. The Shadow's unsettling, but the Twins, they seem alright. They seem alright to me. They seem alright to me. I'm still not blocking though. And this is bothering me that it's asking me so much. So I shall crack it now. And because I have mostly red stuff to pay for, I'll just get a mountain. And no blocks. No blocks it is. I need to find a way of getting rid of this card, though. I'll say no blocks again. I miss playing bullshit. Man, play it. If you go to the local game store, I wonder if people will play with you. I've never been to a local game store, so I wouldn't know. I'm assuming people would be down. Other dragons you control get +1/+1. Storm, flying, 4/4. Target you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. I don't like my chances here. Do I have any way to kill this thing? Well, this would make it so I could kill it. I could kill it with that as well. I think I'm just gonna play the dragon. What does storm mean, actually? I should have read that. What does storm mean? Whenever you cast a spell, copy it for each spell. Aw, man. Aw, man, that could have been so fun and cool. Well, gee willikers. Gee willikers. I feel like I'm okay with this trade. But maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. And again, trades, you want to be the one deciding trades, is what I've learned. So I'm going to hold off on that. And at least I can block this thing. He has 3 cards in hand. I have nothing. He has 4 cards in play. I have 5. 4.5. Wow. So I can't. But I can double block. Now I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it. And it doesn't matter because it triggers on attack. So even, I thought it, for some reason I was thinking that as long as it goes through, you get into the combat phase. Damn. Damn. That would be funny. There are a few cards that are really fun. This is when we tell you, Bay, that Chaos Orb was a real card in tournament play. Dude, I've heard the story of the Chaos Orb. That was actually one of my first experiences of Magic the Gathering many years ago. My interest was definitely piqued from the story of the Chaos Orb. Now, tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a story that I was told. Like a really big tournament, a pro tour of some sort, way back when. It was a championship game. I don't know what the name of the guy was. Let's just call him Bobby. Bobby was down. He was down bad. The board state was definitely in his opponent's favor. He only had it like, I don't know what he had in his hand. But he read Chaos Orb. He whispers to the judge. He's like, Ian, come over here. Can I do this? Whisper, whisper, whisper. He stands up in dramatic fashion, takes the card out of the sleeve, rips it in bits, and sprinkles it on his opponent's board. Oh my gosh, the crowd goes wild. He comes back and wins the game. That's the story that I was told. And that was like, oh my god, maybe I need to start playing Magic the Gathering. But then again, at that time, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a wonderful game, and I just never did. But it always, ever since then, I think about that story from time to time. I don't know if it's accurate story. I don't know if it's an accurate story. But it's a story nonetheless. It is indeed a story of all time, and I think it's quite cool. Manifold Mouse. Well, it would be cool for this to be Offsprung. So let's do this. Walking Sarcophagus. Max speed +1/+2. A 4/2. Well, now I just made another mistake that I always freaking make in playing cards before combat. If I played that after combat, that would have been a higher likelihood of him blocking, but he blocks anyways. I'm happy with that. I didn't pay for the sins of playing the creature before combat. Chaos Confetti is funnier. Hailson says they should reprint Shahrazad into standard. No. Let Shahrazad be. You know what? Yeah, Shahrazad. Let's do it. One more copy per spell played this turn. Pretty sure she is above Storm on the Storm scale. Good game. Yeah, it's the legend. I have a copy in my binder still. There's a good amount of truth to that. Is there really, Butterhugger? That's insane. I love that for this game. I absolutely love that for this game. All right, Offspring in the Manifold Mouse. It feels pretty damn good. At the beginning of combat, your turn, target mouse you control gains double strike, trample until the end of turn. Well, we'll just target this one. And we'll target this one. Because why not? Double strike, trample, can't attack with it. Okay, let's see if they do this, but they can pay 2 mana, exile this card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter and trample counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Well, let's hold up blocks. I want them to attack with that so I can block them. Been having it for a couple of years. Sick. Board states are for when Chaos Orb was legal are very silly. Very silly. I've never seen a board state from then. Maybe I should look that up because that would be historic. That'd be pretty cool to check out. Use to space all of your cards out to avoid the orb. No way. Is it? Were people actually was that more than just that guy? Or were people spacing it out because, like, just for that one drop? Okay, even before the whole confetti thing. Just having a card where that's like a part of the game is super cool. I love that. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, target creature you control gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is the creature's power. Wow. Wow. Well, that's going to be played before combat, that's for sure. I'm going to target the mouse. Then I'm going to target this mouse. Then I'm going to target this mouse. I'm going to give this double strike. This double strike. And then, I mean, if this blocks this mouse, that would be pretty lame. So I'm just going to attack with these two and see. Is that good enough of a... I feel like that's good enough. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, another red creature for next turn. Okay, that makes this attacking situation much more palatable because I have this now. Use the space. Oh, okay, I read that. I'm caught back up. I'm caught back up. What a weird night. You know what's crazy is that I slept the best I have in so long, but right now I feel like I don't even feel tired. I just feel like out of it. Like I can't focus or concentrate. It's a very weird day. Extremely weird day. All right, now they have nothing to put that +1/+1 counter on, so I think that was okay to do. My phone lit up. Let's check this out. Oh, I always forget to check Discord during stream. Yes, that guy did shred his Chaos Orb, but he didn't win. At the end of the turn, he had 59 cards in his deck. Wow. What got me into casually taking the test to become a judge so I don't disqualify myself where everyone believes I deserve to win. That's crazy. I never thought about... So not only do you have to have 60 cards when you start the game, but you need 60 cards when you end the game. That was via something real in the Discord, by the way. What a world. That is actually sick AF. Okay, now do I... This would be the target of a... Target mouse. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse. Okay. Because they only have one creature, I'll buff this up. Because I'm not going to win this turn, obviously. I'm going to put this on this. I'm not going to be attacking with that mouse anyway, so this is going to be a double striker. a 6/4 double striker. So I'm attacking with that. They're going to have to block. So they just can't get a sticky creature on the board, basically. That's what I'm forcing to happen. He wants the creature to be stuck to the board. Does that mean he has like some sort of enchantment that he wants? Or does he just want to buff them up with these cards? Put a +1/+1. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, he just wants to buff this up. He's hoping for the best. But if I draw a Plains, ooh-wee, it is game over. I bought 7 green shirts today. Now I can wear green. You are crazy. That's hilarious. I applaud your commitment, Mai. That's amazing. They're like a forest green color. That's hilarious. That's exactly what I do. When I get into things, I do exactly what you do, Mai. Oh my gosh. That reminds me. I was like, okay, if I have a different shirt for each day of the month, I can just wear one and then do laundry one day. I ended up never wearing those shirts, and then I grew out of the shirts. So it was like just a waste of money. It was such a waste of money, but kind of fun. I didn't even read this card, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Oh, it's just a mana dork, so that actually makes sense. Another one of these, I have 5, so I can do this. During your turn, equipped creatures you control have double strike and haste. I'm already going to have double strike and haste, aren't I? So let's do it. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. +X+O until end of turn. So this is huge. They're going to have to double block. I just want it to go on this. Put it on this. Trample now. Oh, it should have been not trample, actually. It should have been double strike. But they're going to have to block. And they're probably going to double block. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'll get rid of this probably instead of this. That wasn't my finest moment, but I'm okay with this. I'm okay with trading twice. Which one's worse for me? They have 2, 3, 4, 5. They have, how much speed do they have? View battlefield? They have barely any speed. So let's kill that first. I think that's better. That's a shame. My buff mouse got. But I can play this now. So 1 dies. 2 heads will take its place. 2 heads will take its place. And let's equip it to this, I suppose. Makes that a 2/2. All right, now I'm really thinking. The wheels in my head are turning. Wait a second. If I give myself double strike, would I have survived? Because I was at 6. And they were at 5 and 2? This was 5 and what was the other one? 5 and 4. So 6, that would have been 5 and 4. Dang! If I gave myself double strike, I think I might have been able to... I'm not sure. Interesting. Keyfire Hero is super good here. Alright, they can't block. Oh, this is actually going to be such a cool interaction. But if it gets buffed, past 2, can it be blocked then? We'll see. This is going to be interesting. Double strike. Okay, it's just at 2, so it doesn't even matter. Double strike, that's going to be 4 damage. They'll go to 5. I won't attack with that little guy. I'll just attack with this one. Boom. Going into 5. Now I have a way to win. Butterhugger says that it was one of the game actions of all time. And I have to agree. I have to agree with him. You have to have just gigantic knickknacks to pull that off. Sagu, Wildling. Pride of the Road. I really have nothing to fear here because I have this double striker now. But this, I could target. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, each turn put a +1/+1 counter on it. So that would be a 2 double striker. And I could just attack. I don't know. Well, it's a that's enough for him to say good game. That's enough for him to say good game. All right. I cannot focus, guys. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me tonight. It's usually I have to end stream because I'm tired as hell. But honestly, I'm not even tired. I feel like I could stream much longer. I just can't. I don't have the wits about me. Issue with it wasn't specifically that he tore up the card. It's just that now, due to it, he couldn't present a legal deck to his opponents, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that's what Something Real said in the Discord. And I think that's super cool. Did he win that game? I think Something Real said he didn't win the game, but then he might have won the game, but was disqualified from the tournament because of it. But overall, I still think that's cool as hell. Really cool. Really cool indeed. All right, guys. I'm not gonna, what is the word? I can't even think of the words I want to say. I'm not gonna drag this on. Not what I was going for, but it works here. Heads up play for sure. Something Real wants to play. I missed this game weeks ago. So I must accept. I must accept this. Mono white aggro. He said he was diamond last season. I was diamond this season. This is a good matchup. All right, this will be my last game of the stream. I'm glad I'm able to face Something Real because Something Real is indeed a real one of some disproportionate magnitude. All right, here we go. Time to focus up. This is a great hand, though. This is a great hand. Forest, Land of War, Elves. I don't have a theme rip. Oh no, this is not looking good now. This is not looking good now. The season already reset. Yep, I know that. I'm gold again. I thought how it worked was that I would go back to platinum, but I went all the way back to gold. Didn't feel great, and he already has 3 lands in play. How could he do that to me? Actually, yeah, I think this is right. I was thinking about doing Spoke Vendor for 2, then next turn Feather of Flight for 2, and then Scrying with that, and then Wonder Weave the following turn, so I could have 2 flyers. But in the off chance that he targets my Wonder Weave, I wanted to have some sort of protection in the ward. That's the reason I went with the Wonder Weave. All right. 3 minutes now. The choices are not so clear. Not so clear to me now. I think I want to do this. Saves me for a very explosive turn of his. To have this as a blocker of sorts. I will make my Wonder Weave flying with this, hopefully. Hopefully it goes through. It is. I'm going to attack with it now. Scrying. Okay. That's good. I like that. My chances have increased for this game. Landfall, so explosive. Deals 1 and 2. 16. Currently, there's 4 damage on the board, making me go to 12. They're looking at this. They're gonna destroy this. But I got my scry out of it. They're tapped out now. I could potentially block if they do attack. They're not going to attack. So that was actually a perfect string of events for me, believe it or not. Now, what's the scary card here? Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with the value. Okay, I think that's the one I want to do. I think that's the one I want to do for sure. For sure. Now I have a choice to make. I think drawing a card here, not letting him block, is the right one to make. I think that's the right one to make. Can't pay it, but I'll 4 damage my vigilance. Gain some of that damage back. Feels alright. Feels alright. I feel like we're close to flaming on right now. Flaming on. I got a message from something real. Had to quit watching so I'm not stream sniping. No problem. He's not stream sniping me, but he gets this back. I'm only taking 3 damage. All right, this could go either way still. Believe it or not, could go either way still. I think this is better. Actually, 2 creatures on the board I think is better. I mean, this would give me a creature, but this will allow me to scry this turn and next turn, buffing them up. This will be 3/3 right now. Okay. Okay. What's the likelihood of him attacking all out? I don't think very high. But this is certainly very aggressive. However, these are very aggressive. This hand is already aggressive. So, okay, I'm going to put that on bottom. Don't need to be greedy here, I don't think. I don't think greed is the right call. I don't think it is. Plus, I'll be scrying at least twice next turn. At least twice I'll be scrying next turn. These are kind of cool cards. God dang. Okay. That could have been much worse. They're exploring, though. That's a 4/5. Summoning sick, though. That's the problem. Okay. That's not what I wanted to see. But I'll scry here. Start with that. Okay. Definitely going to play this now on my vigilance person. So I can attack with it. Give me 2 chump blockers. I'll pay that. And I'll put it on that. 7/7 is absolutely massive now. First strike means I don't think I have to be scared of the multi-blockers. Scrying just into 1 card feels so lame. Alright, now I'm taking 1 less damage every time he does the whole landfall stuff. Any errors in judgment are Sam's fault? Ian! It's been a long time since I've heard that name, Ian. I hope you have been very well. Such a library for basic. How nice of this. How nice of something real. To give me a land for screwing me over. God dang it. And now my 6 scries last turn equates to jack shite. Whip. I need that creature to survive. So I'll take 4 while the 4 damage is back. I agree with the Butterhugger sentiment. Yay! That is my exact sentiment. Ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Oh man, what do we do here? Is that instant speed that I can do that? I don't think that's what I want to do. I want to get some more creatures on the board. I think I want to play my hand out here. Ooh. Ooh. I think I'm going to have enough creatures. Shocking, I know. Shocking. But I just don't see... I'm gonna be super greedy. I think greed here is my way out of this. My only way out of this. That's the one. That is the one. That's my way out of it. Now, do I attack and force the issue on his turn while I have chump blockers? I think I do. With first strike, what would happen there? 4, 5, 6, 7. If he blocks with everything, I have first strike. So 6 would go to that. So that would die. So the 4 wouldn't hit me. So I think I survive even if he blocks with everything. I think that's how it works. I'm so sleepy. Judging just be taking up a lot of time, to be honest with you. It does seem like that would be the case. So I appreciate you coming back, Ian. I appreciate the hell out of you for coming back. Also, I asked Butterhugger and Raimi, but how was your Popper Monday, Ian? Okay, I can't kill it, but I do want the chump block there. And I cannot believe this is surviving. I cannot believe it is surviving. Because I think that's a double striker, so that's 12. That's even more. That's even more. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe what my eyes are telling me to believe right now. I feel so bad right now. Something real. I can't believe I'm squeaking this out. Something real. Well, I might not. Who knows what you have in... Oh, you're tapped out. Let's go. Something real. That was a great game. That was a great game. 2-0-1. Writing up a tournament report for analysis right now. Writing up a tournament report for analysis right now. Is that like? Does that go directly to like? What does that mean? I don't know what it means, but it's super provocative. That sounds like some. That means he had a good time. It sounds like he has a good time. He's making a report about how good of a time he had. That's incredible. That's incredible. It means next week I'll go 3-0. Oh my gosh. This guy. I will not falter again. God damn. I want to go to the Bay Area just to be your guys' friends in real life. That's how... Oh my gosh. You guys are just unbelievable. Good game, my friend. I'm saying good game is something real. Every time that I've played something real, I feel so bad because it seems like I always draw the perfect card to out his. Yeah, pull up. Bay Popper Monday. That would be incredible. And in fact, where I move to, eventually I'm still in my garage. And I probably won't even be starting the physical move down to where I'm moving to for another minimum 3 weeks. It's so annoying. It's just like hurry up and wait type of thing. But I'm going to be a lot closer to the Bay Area. That's for damn sure. So you know, never know. You never know where I might show my head. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But yeah, I still feel really weird. I cannot focus. So I feel like staying online right now would just be to your guys' detriment. I just don't feel like I'm entertaining right now. I just feel like a big doo-doo dunderhead going in a million different directions for some reason, which sucks because I feel like I've been doing pretty well in the streams lately. I streamed for 4 hours. I mentioned this in the chat, but I streamed for 4 hours, you guys, the other night. And I did my Ian. You might have missed this. Ian, I did my first draft 2 nights ago, and I went 7-2 or 8-2. Is it 8-2 or 7-2? I think it's 7-2. I don't know. Well, hope to see you someday. That would be so sick. Ubay streams are never dull. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Bro's just cracked. I appreciate that. I've been playing so poorly in standard ranked, but like in jump in and obviously the draft, I was playing well. I don't know. Weird times in the neighborhood, but I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm glad Popper Monday was a success. Everybody else, Lee, Mai, Hailson, you guys are probably all went to bed by now, but I appreciate you guys just as much. Love y'all. I'm gonna end the stream right now, though. All right, enough yapping from me. All right, guys, I'm ending the stream right now. Hope you guys have a great night.